On a gorgeous night in September in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, we've got an exciting matchup on the pitch between the Marquette Golden Eagles and the Lipscomb Bison, the first matchup ever between these two programs, as the Golden Eagles ending a long home stretch to begin the season, and they're looking to stay undefeated at 2-0-2 on the year. Lipscomb coming in at 1-2-2 out of the A-Sun. Of course, the Golden Eagles out of the Big East. My name is Matt Yazel. Thrilled to be with you once again here from Valley Fields, just off the campus of Marquette University. A busy night for sports here at Marquette. We've got women's volleyball over at the Al McGuire Center on ESPN+, so we move over to YouTube here this evening. And again, an exciting matchup between a Lipscomb program that's had a lot of success as of late under Charles Moreau in his 21st season at the helm of the Bison's program versus David Korn just in year 2 with this Golden Eagles squad, a very young squad and young tenure for Korn, but it's off to a good start. They're coming off a 4-0 victory, over 4-0, I should say, victory over Chicago State. That was 2 weekends ago, though. They did not play last weekend, and that is what we will start our broadcast with tonight. They did not play last weekend in a scheduled matchup against Wisconsin that was canceled because of 2 major losses for the Marquette University community. And we would like to pause now to remember the lives of Noah Snyder and Scott Michaud, 2 Marquette men's lacrosse student athletes who tragically lost their lives in a car crash last weekend on September 5th. We extend our deepest sympathies to their families, lacrosse teammates, and the entire Marquette Athletics and Marquette University community. Please join us and the fans here at Valley Fields in a moment of silence to honor the memories of Noah Snyder and Scott Michaud.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as able.
Certainly 2 major losses for the Marquette community. Thank you for joining us in that moment of silence here with the fans at Valley Fields. We will now step aside for the national anthem and be back here on the broadcast. All right, we are just about ready for kickoff here at Valley Fields. Again, the Lipscomb Bison traveling to take on the Marquette Golden Eagles. Lipscomb 1-2-2, Marquette 2-0-2, and they've had some late game heroics to avoid a loss thus far on the season, but their last game again 2 weekends ago, the first time they've really been able to feel comfortable in a game. A 4-0 win over Chicago State. Just a lot of positives all around for the Golden Eagles. You had 3 players recording their first ever career goals in Joey Buchanan, Nico Pendleton, and Hudson Torres. And Mitchell Dryden put a goal on the board right away in that one in the 8th minute of the game. Dryden tied with Mateo Stoka atop the team lead with 2 goals. Mitchell Dryden also made the Big East Weekly Honor Roll for his performance against Chicago State. And for Lipscomb, they're coming off a draw at Georgia State. They're ending a 3-game road stretch right now against Marquette here today. And they took on number 7 Wake Forest last weekend, a 4-0 shutout loss there. And then even against Georgia State, 1-1. The second A-Sun opponent for Marquette this season, North Florida, that was one of their late game heroic victories, 2-1 win in the final minute. A goal scored there for Marquette. Again, just a solid start for the Golden Eagles thus far, but it's taken some late heroics for them to get here. And they're welcoming in a program that had a down year a year ago, but has seen a lot of success as of late. Again, under 21st year head coach Charles Morrow, he has led this program to the NCAA tournament 5 times in the last 8 seasons, including 3 straight years between 2021 and 2023. But last season, a 3-8-5 record a year ago. And now we go to the starters for this one here today for the visiting Lipscomb side. See Braden Strait, Daniel Stampatori, Will Kennedy, and Daniel Furick, along with Josiah Green, Diego Ramirez, and Luis Toledo among the midfielders. Goalkeeper Noah Kump, Tony Lombardi, William Bryan, and Caleb Davis, the defenders as well. And then moving to the home squad for Marquette in that Chicago State 4-0 win, they had Cameron Simpson behind the goal for his first ever start. He had a clean sheet, but Martin Brink, the sophomore goalkeeper, back in the net for the Golden Eagles, along with Kyle Beebe, Andreas Fotland, the captain, Tristan Runestad Stevens, among the defenders, Mateo Stoka, the midfielder, Antonio Costabile, and another captain, Justin Milovanov, along with Nico Pendleton, Mitchell Dryden, and Bryce Richards, and finally Ryan Amond for the Golden Eagles. And another gorgeous night for soccer. We've been pretty blessed with fall sports weather early on here in Milwaukee, and Marquette's gotten to enjoy all of it. This is their 5th straight home game to begin the season, but next week gets a little more serious. They head to Creighton to begin Big East play, their first road match in Omaha, Nebraska. Then they'll technically travel to UW-Milwaukee in a road game at UWM before 3 more home games. So a lot of Valley Fields and Milwaukee area play early on in the season for Marquette. They got the schedule in their favor this year. David Korn talked about that prior to the first matchup against Bradley. They wanted to get more home games last season. They didn't have as many as they wanted, and this year they've been in front of their home fans plenty, especially at the start of the year. A 6-7-4 overall season a year ago for Marquette. They were 4-3-2 here at home, finishing tied for 3rd with DePaul in the Big East Midwest Division. They had 8 points on the year along with DePaul, behind Creighton with 13 and Akron with 22. We're just about to get ready to get underway here. Thank you for joining us here on YouTube. And the Marquette women's volleyball team over on ESPN Plus tonight at the Al McGuire Center, taking on James Madison. As we are underway, it'll be the Bison controlling at the start of this one. Out of bounds, going to the Golden Eagles. And up to Antonio Costabile. Trying to keep it inside the touchline, and he cannot, but it stays with Marquette. Costabile, the junior forward. Good defense there off the throw in. Kyle Beebe throwing it in for Marquette. Now the Golden Eagles reset. Mateo Stoka, again, tied for the team lead in goal, standing at center circle. He led Marquette to that 2-1 victory against North Florida. He had that last-minute goal on a goal kick in the final seconds of that one against North Florida to save Marquette, first of all, from a loss in that one. They were trailing 1-0 late. They tied it, and then it looked like it was going to go to a draw, but a last-second goal from Stoka. A moment that the Golden Eagles may remember later on in this season, picking up a big non-conference win as Brink now stops it and resets for Marquette. Stoka, senior midfielder, local from Menominee Falls, suburb of Milwaukee. Down to the turf goes Ryan Amon, and the whistle blows. And this is Tristan Runnestad Stevens. Now Kyle Beebe trying to clear for Marquette, and it will go to the Golden Eagles. But Runnestad Stevens, the minutes leader for this Golden Eagle squad, missed all of last season, did the senior with an injury, but immediately voted a captain in his return, the native of Perth, Australia. And he has been a fixture for that Golden Eagles defensive unit. Nico Pendleton now with it at midfield, and that is cut off by the Bison. Will Kennedy with it at midfield. Now Brink boots it. Stevens punts it in the air. It's Kennedy again near the touchline. And it stays with the Bison. Trying to clear was Marquette. It goes over to the Golden Eagles sideline. Just over 40 minutes on the clock, just getting underway here from Valley Fields. Again, a bit of a step back as a program for Lipscomb a year ago. After 3 straight years of making the NCAA tournament. Just a 3-8-5 record on the year. Just 1 conference win in ASUN play. And this year, a very new squad. 13 newcomers, including 8 freshmen. And with a young squad, you certainly expect some ups and downs, and they've had them. Their lone win being a 2-0 victory over Mercer. Draws against Georgia State and Memphis, and losses to South Florida and Wake Forest, allowing 4 goals in each of those losses. As Marquette looks to move ahead at midfield. That's Bryce Richards getting it to Nico Pendleton at the penalty arc. It gets knocked away. On the far side. Looking for a cross. And a good clear by the Bison. That is Josiah Green, a freshman. Or excuse me, a sophomore forward. Now in midfield, Will Kennedy try to gain some momentum, but the whistle blows and it'll go back to the Golden Eagles. And speaking of those freshmen, a player to watch for the Bison, Diego Ramirez, a freshman forward, tied with the lead with 2 goals on the season. He has 5 shots on the year. Tied with Levi Jones, who is not in the starting lineup for the Bison. And now the Marquette with an opportunity here. This is Pendleton, and that is a good stop. But now it's Costabile shooting it above the crossbar. Marquette gave themselves a chance there.
We'd like to welcome all of our groups in attendance at tonight's game. A special welcome to Elbrook United.
But they come away empty.
U12 teams in attendance tonight. Thank you for your support of Marquette men's soccer.
Again, Nico Pendleton and Antonio Costabile, both juniors, creating that opportunity. Noah Kump getting his first opportunity in the net tonight for the Bison. Alex Cara, the redshirt sophomore, has been the starter thus far every game this season. But Noah Kump, the junior goalkeeper, 6'2", getting his first opportunity, and that was a good stop there. Marquette has dominated possession thus far. Now another chance here for Costabile, but it is whistled dead. Costabile heavily involved early for the Golden Eagles. 5'11" junior forward from Illinois. Braden Straight looking to clear for Lipscomb. Now up to Daniel Furyk. Now Runestad Stevens and Beebe working for Marquette. Goes out past the goal line, and it'll go to the Golden Eagles. That was Josiah Green pleading his case for the Bison to keep it. 35 on the clock in this first half. Two early shots for Marquette, a save for Noah Kump, and a goal for Lipscomb. No real opportunities yet for the Bison. See if they can take advantage here. This is Caleb Davis throwing it in past the touchline, and then now it goes past the goal line. Again, Martin Brink, the sophomore goalkeeper, one of the better keepers in the Big East Conference a season ago as just a freshman, as he gets it up to Costabile, who heads it to midfield. Mitchell Dryden working with it. Now back to BB. And now potential opportunity here for the Bisons. This is Josiah Green. But the Golden Eagles do a good job boxing him out. That was Runestad Stevens. Now Martin Brink, the Golden Eagles goalkeeper, a native German. And it was certainly interesting to see Cameron Simpson, a sophomore, also a sophomore, from England, getting the opportunity to start last week. He played 2 weeks ago rather, he played all 90 minutes, a clean sheet against Chicago State. David Korn after the game talked about the depth he has on this Golden Eagles roster. Every week he's there's a lot of positions that he's debating who to start, and he'd rather have that problem than not having enough depth, of course. So he is very pleased with that early on. So from goalkeeper to the forwards, it is a deep Marquette roster and a young roster. So we'll see how the starting lineup changes throughout the year. But Brink behind the net tonight, as this will go back to Marquette. A scoreless draw to begin the season for Marquette against Bradley before, again, 2-1 victories over North Florida. Last game, 4-0 over Chicago State, and then it was a 3-3 draw against Drake prior to then. And we're shorthanded in that Bradley game as well. Marquette has 2 red cards on the season. They were shorthanded at the end of the Drake matchup as well. That was a draw. So a couple of mistakes have cost them in their 2 draws on the season. Ball at midfield. And now an opportunity for the Bison. But nothing doing thus far for Lipscomb. Marquette defense has been strong this season. 2 clean sheets. Up to Dryden. He gets hip checked hard, no call. And now Kyle Beebe gets loose. Up to Pendleton. And off the post. Oh, off the glove of Noah Kump. And a missed opportunity there for Marquette. Very nearly a goal for Nico Pendleton from the top of the box. Second close call for the Golden Eagles, but Kump gets another save off his fingertips. Marquette looking for another shot. But it'll go back to Lipscomb. Wow. Circle that one for Marquette as this game goes on. They've had the opportunities. 2 saves now for Kump. On the near post. Braden Straight knocks it out of bounds. Under 30 minutes to play now in this first half. Back to BB. Clears it up to Dryden, now over to Costabile. Takes it up the touchline, a good move. Braden straight, and now over to Pendleton in the corner. And he will throw it in now from the corner. I'll actually let Kyle Beebe do that. Gets it in, now over to Costabile. Now it's Mateo Stoka looking for an angle, and it's stopped by Kump.
Mission Barbecue Marquette corner kick.
And we'll have a corner kick coming up for Marquette. Another opportunity here early for the Golden Eagles. Off the head, and it goes past the goal line. Marquette, a lot of corners on the season. That was their 28th.
Marquette University Athletics. Brewer Law says one call, that's all.
Marquette has outshot their opponents 56-30 coming into tonight. 27 corner kicks to 8 for their opponents. Kyle Beebe does a good job there to cut that one off. Now Costabile up to Beebe once again. Another opportunity here, looking for an angle, and it's cleared by the Bisons. Beebe with it. And pushed down to the turf was Justin Milovanov. Costabile with a nice pass there, but it gets knocked away. Ryan Amond on the far side. Into Dryden. And Dryden knocks it in on the near post. Oh, Mitchell Dryden with some smooth moves there. And Dryden with his third goal of the season, taking the lead for the Golden Eagles. Marquette takes the 1-0 edge with 25 to play in the first half. Mitchell Dryden, the senior forward from Whitefish Bay. One of the key players on this Golden Eagle squad, and he showed why right there. Andreas Fotlin with the assist. The freshman defender. And Dryden gives Marquette the early lead. They had plenty of chances. And finally find the back of the net there. Dryden finding the opposite side of the net. Now trying to get it back, but it will go back to Marquette here. 26 minutes to play in this first half. 1-0 Marquette over Lipscomb. That was Marquette's sixth shot of the night. 0 for Lipscomb thus far. Down to the turf went Andreas Fotlin, who just had that assist. Third goal of the season for Dryden. He was tied for second on the team with 4 points coming into tonight. Stoka is the leader with 6. Now Marquette working it up again. Pendleton back to Beebe. Off the head of Dryden, and it goes above the crossbar.
Milwaukee-based Right Height, a proud partner of Marquette Athletics. Right Height, always looking ahead.
And Noah Kump, the junior goalkeeper, getting his first start of the season tonight. And the whistle blows there, hit hard. And slow to get up. Looked like Will Kennedy, the midfielder, on that boot from Kump. Braden Straight now working it up to Josiah Green. Diego Ramirez, again, a freshman, leading the Bisons in goals this season. He throws it in to Luis Toledo. And a good job by Beebe to boot it up to midfield. That pass a little too hot over to Josiah Green, out of bounds. Luis Toledo working on Costa Vile. It's back to Caleb Davis. Marquette looking to clear it, but Will Kennedy brings it back for Lipscomb. Caleb Davis. Over to Josiah Green. He fires it in, but it is well right of the far post, past the goal line.
Your financial goals are our priority. Discover the Bear Difference. Visit beardifference.com.
.21 minutes on the clock in this first half. Marquette a 1-0 lead over Lipscomb on Mitchell Dryden's third goal of the season. Tripped up was Daniel Furyk. Justin Milovanov took him to the turf, and he's now having a conversation. The Marquette captain is with head official. Justin Milovanov is one of 2 Golden Eagles with a red card on the season. He had that in that first match against Bradley. It's pretty. Marquette volleyball team, by the way, a 3-0 sweep over James Madison over at the Al McGuire Center. A big weekend for sports here at Marquette. This one is up to Mitchell Dryden. He's got a lot of turf in front of him. Tried to pass it to Bryce Richards, but a good job by Josiah Green to knock it away and reset for Lipscomb. Resetting it are the Bisons back to Noah Kump. Milovanov. Now up to Pendleton at center circle. Marquette moving ahead. Noah Kump dives and secures it. He has been busy in this first half. Noah Kump. Three saves on the night. This one a high punt to Beebe, who slips at midfield. And he manages to keep it in bounds. That was impressive from Kyle Beebe. Marquette on the move, up to Ryan Amond. Nearly dangerous there for Marquette. And now Tristan Runnestad, the captain on defense, controls it. Mateo Stoka now. Runnestad Steven boots it up. Milovanov looking for a teammate there. He gives it away. And now out of bounds once again for Lipscomb. 18 on the clock in this first half. Here at Valley Fields. Nice crowd filing in for this one on this Saturday night. The opener was quite a thrill. You had all the newly admitted students for Marquette.
Number 4, Caleb Hilton. Number 14, Levi Jones. And number 29, Luke Hanlon. They're replacing number 2, Braden Strait. Number 6, Will Kennedy. And number 11, Josiah Green. Into the lineup for Marquette, number 16, Grant Locker. And number 28, Mads Conrad Horgayan. They replace number 10, Nico Pendleton, and number 15, Mitchell Dryden.
All right, we got some substitutions to announce for both sides. Caleb Hilton, Levi Jones, again, tied atop the lead for Lipscomb with 2 goals on the season. He gets his first action. Off are Braden Strait, Will Kennedy, along with Josiah Green. For Marquette, Nico Pendleton and Mitchell Dryden go off for Grant Locker and Mads Conrad Horgayan. Bison's just 1 shot on the night. No real test yet for Martin Brink, who boots it up to Costabile. And that was Grant Locker just into the game, knocking it past the touchline. Luke Hanlon, the third Bison, into the game. Over to just in Caleb Hilton. Looking for an angle. One shot for Lipscomb, 7 for Marquette. 4 fouls on both sides, 3 saves for Noah Kump in the goal for the Bisons. .14.5 to play in this opening half. And to Marquette it will go. Mentioned Marquette lost their game last weekend, or rather the game was canceled against Wisconsin. That game will not be made up if you're curious for scheduling purposes. So just canceled on the schedule, no makeup date. Again, Marquette's next matchup next weekend at Creighton, our first road game, road match. Now Kyle Beebe moves it forward for the Golden Eagles. Costa Bile works it into the penalty arc. A good job by the Bisons to clear and knocked down was Levi Jones. Redshirt junior midfielder Levi Jones from Freetown, Sierra Leone, and it's been a bit of a breakout year for Jones. Played the last 2 seasons and did not register a point a season ago, but now leads the team with 5 points on the season and 2 goals. .12:39 on the clock in this first half. Yeah, just 2 points in the 23-24 season for Jones, 0 a season ago.
Lineup for Marquette, number 11, Lucas Nestis. Number 13,
Lucas Nestis.
Anglo. Number 14, Matthew Iriarte. And number 18, Jack Juan Schneider. They replace number 6, Mateo Stoka. Number 7, Antonio Costabile. Number 20, Bryce Richards. And number 27, Ryan Amon.
Lucas Nestis, Gabe Angwell, Matthew Iriarte, and Jack Juan Schneider on now for Marquette. This is Juan Schneider getting it up to Nestis. Juan Schneider, the 6'4" Brookfield native, just outside of Milwaukee. Kyle Beebe works it up. He's worked every minute of this one, and he gets knocked to the turf. Juan Schneider outside of the 6'7" goalkeeper Martin Brink, the tallest on the Golden Eagles roster. This is Grant Locker. An opportunity here for Marquette. Locker sends it up, and it is headed straight into the air, a pop fly. As the Bisons try to clear it, but it'll go back to Kyle Beebe, and he will send it back to Brink to reset. 10 minutes and ticking in the first half. Just one shot for Lipscomb, trying to find something before the end of the half.
Mason Cooper and number 20, Kuba Afia.
Mason Cooper and Kuba Apia in for the Bisons. And a collision there just past the center circle. That was Grant Locker speeding up for Marquette. Marquette has certainly shown to be a physical team early on in this season. Not afraid. This is Matthew Iriarte.
To Lipscomb, number 26, Tony Lombardi. In the 35th minute, yellow card issued to Lipscomb, number 26, Lombardi, in the 35th minute.
Tony Lombardi was issued a yellow card for Lipscomb. Redshirt sophomore defender. Well, the first yellow card of this match. Levi Jones now with it at midfield. And now Jones with it on the far side. Near the corner, Daniel Stampatori. Bison's not thrilled about that, but Brink controls it. No call.
Coors Light, mountain, cold refreshment. Choose chill.
Looked like Mason Cooper got pushed past the goal line. We have 8 minutes to go in this first half. Martin Brink with another goal kick. Short one here to Andreas Fotlin, and Levi Jones tries to keep it in, but it goes past the touchline out of bounds. Just nothing doing thus far for Lipscomb. This is Kuba Apia. Looking for an angle, and he just doesn't have one. Oh, that nearly slipped by. Levi Jones in there. And it goes past the goal line.
Lipscomb corner kick.
And Lipscomb will get a corner kick out of it. A short kick from the corner. Now crossing to the other side and off the head, and Martin Brink with a little hop, and he recovers it. First test for Brink tonight. With 6 minutes to go in the first half. 2 shots there for Lipscomb after they had just one, and now looking for another here, but good clear by Justin Milovanov. Up to Lucas Nestis. Tried to dribble past Caleb Hilton, but gets knocked down. Grant Locker lining up once again. Sophomore midfielder coming off the bench in this one. From St. Louis. And couldn't find another teammate there. Goes past the goal line. Noah Kump, junior goalkeeper, been tested tonight. As we had a collision there at midfield, and out of frustration, ball booted into the stands here. Doesn't happen too often. Four minutes to go in this first half. Marquette up 1-0 on a Mitchell Dryden goal, his third of the season. Dryden now watching on from the sideline. Levi Jones knocked down, and whistle blows. It goes back to the Bisons, who work it up quickly here. This is Luke Hanlon, and he can't control it. Trying to keep it in, but it's knocked away by Beebe out of bounds. In the corner is Hanlon. Now back to Davis. And nobody goes after it. Levi Jones finally gets knocked down again. And now launching it well above the goal. That was Mason Cooper, sophomore forward. Well, Lipscomb lose an opportunity there. 2.5 to play. Now 4 shots to 7 in this one. Martin Brink taking his time with this goal kick. He boots it up to midfield. Good job by Juan Schneider knocking it off the leg of Luke Hanlon. Beebe looking for an angle here. He gets it off the head of Milovanov. Whistle blows once again. Bison's upset, but it's going to go back to them. Lipscomb working it up, and to the turf hard goes Daniel Stampatori, and he is holding his right leg. That was a high-speed trip up for Stampatori. He's helped up with a bit of a limp on, looks like that left leg. But he's going to tough out the final minute remaining in this first half.
Yellow card issued to Marquette, number 5, Tristan Runnestad-Stevens.
And Tristan Runnestad-Stevens is going to get the first yellow card for Marquette because of that foul.
44th minute.
And one of Marquette's captains, Runnestad-Stevens, gets the yellow card right at the end of this first half. Now Lipscomb with a chance here. But good job by Marquette. Apia throws it in, 45 seconds remaining. Now at midfield is Caleb Hilton. Apia working it into the corner. He's got 2 Golden Eagles on him. And it's going to go out of bounds back to Marquette. 26 seconds and ticking in the first half.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6.
And Marquette will be content to let the first half tick away.
1.
Martin Brink launches it, and Marquette will go into halftime with a 1-0 advantage. They led 7-4 in attempted shots. Lipscomb had some opportunities late in the first half, but otherwise Golden Eagles controlling the half here at Valley Fields, and will look to keep their undefeated streak alive to start this season here in the second half. We will step aside for halftime here on our YouTube broadcast of this one. We'll be back with the second half and see if Marquette can remain undefeated on this 2025 season. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back for the second half. All right, welcome back to Valley Field. Second half about to kick off here as the Marquette Golden Eagles have a 1-0 lead over the visiting Lipscomb Bison thanks to a goal in the 20th minute by Mitchell Dryden, his third of the season, to take the lead on this Marquette squad. And it will be the Golden Eagles kicking off this second half, looking to remain unbeaten on the season. A 2-0-2 record coming in. Lipscomb 1-2-2. 7 shots for Marquette in that first half compared to 4 for the Lipscomb Bisons. Two saves for Marquette, 3 for Noah Kump and the Bisons. As this one pinballing around, Dryden ends up getting pushed to the turf by Daniel Stampatori. 2 yellow cards in that first half as well. One for Tony Lombardi on the Lipscomb side and one for Tristan Runnestad Stevens, the defensive captain for Marquette. Both for persistent infringement. This is Bryce Richards booting it to the far side past the touchline. Matt Yezo with you here from Valley Fields. Thanks for joining us on the Marquette YouTube page. ESPN Plus had the Marquette women's volleyball match today, which they swept 3-0 over James Madison University. We're moved over to YouTube this evening. Thanks for joining us. And down to the turf goes Levi Jones, who did not start the first half, but starts the second half. And he is clearly in some pain here. Still on the turf is Levi Jones, and now out will come the medical staff along with head coach Charles Morrow for Lipscomb. Now rolling over on his back is Jones. Told you about Jones in the first half, having a breakout season, the redshirt junior.
Yellow card issued to Marquette, number 10, Nico Pendleton.
And it'll be Nico Pendleton for Marquette getting the yellow card, the second yellow card for the Golden Eagles.
Issued to Pendleton, 47th minute.
In the 47th minute. But Jones leading the Bisons with 5 points, 2 goals, has an assist on the season. Had just 1 assist in his first 2 seasons. So a coming out party. And you hope he can avoid a serious injury here. Lipscomb head coach Charles Morrow in his 21st season. A Lipscomb grad, 1997. And still being worked on is Jones, now sitting up. As the clock stops at 43 minutes to play in this second half. Looking ahead for Marquette, again, this is their 5th straight home game to begin this 2025 slate.
After review, call stands.
The call stands. There was a review as well, as Jones now able to stand up, but he is walking very gingerly on his own power, or at least trying to, back to the sideline. But the call stands, so not elevated to a red card for Pendleton. Second yellow of the match for Marquette. But Marquette's first road games coming up next week and the week after. Creighton on September 19th. 7 p.m. match, the first of Big East play from Omaha, Nebraska. Then they'll come back to Milwaukee to take on UW-Milwaukee, a road match. Before then having 3 straight matches back here at home at Valley Fields against Seton Hall and Xavier, 2 big-time Big East Conference games, and then UIC as well. As we resume play here. And the Bison's 4 shots in the first half, all of those coming towards the very end of the half. Or all but one of those, I should say. Back to Noah Kump, getting his first start of the season. The junior keeper. Marquette working it over to Ryan Amond, and that is booted well above the goal.
Mission Barbecue, Marquette.
And it'll be a corner kick coming up for Marquette, their second of the match. It's like Mateo Stoka will kick from the corner. Stoka fires it in. It goes back to him. Now trying to cross. This is Ryan Amond. Nico Pendleton, who just picked up that yellow card. And that's going to go past the goal line.
Mexican Eats, making the world a more flavorful place. Qdoba is a proud supporter of Marquette Athletics. Visit qdoba.com to order online.
Heading back and forth. Looks like Levi Jones is now back in there, able to shake off that injury. He was very slow to get up. But good to see him back out there as now the Golden Eagles charge ahead. They were looking for Dryden. Now over to the freshman, Bryce Richards, and he boots it past the goal line.
Another Mission Barbecue.
Another goal kick, or corner kick, excuse me, coming up. Looking at the schedule also for Lipscomb, a couple of non-conference battles at home against Gardner Webb and Belmont before they begin A-Sun conference play at Bellarmine on September 27th. Second A-Sun conference opponent for Marquette. They played North Florida, their second game this season. This one is floated in there towards the top of the goal box, and it's going to go back to the Bisons. Noah Kump with a good save there. Stop, I should say. And you can start to hear the sideline of Lipscomb. They're trying to get fired up at the start of this second half. Down 1-0 thanks to a Mitchell Dryden goal in the 20th minute. But Marquette charges ahead. This is Andreas Fotlin who assisted that goal. The freshman defender over to Amond. Into Richards. The freshman has been active. Trying with the shot there was Mateo Stoka. He went wide right. Kump will send it back to Marquette, who now has, or send it up to the Bisons, excuse me. Marquette, 10 shots on the night for the Golden Eagles. And now the Bisons working it up. That was Kuba Apia. Tossing it in there was Daniel Stampatori. In the corner to Levi Jones. Looking for an angle, he doesn't have one.
Lipscomb corner kick.
That was Ryan Amond, junior defender. Off the head of Pendleton.
Lipscomb corner kick.
Another corner kick for Lipscomb. Now this time he sends it to the far side. Trying to break free was Daniel Fierick. But it's cleared away, sent back to Noah Kump. Kump now fires it up, but Marquette all over it. Opportunity here, nearly. That was Luke Hanlon denying the clear attempt for Marquette. This is Tristan Runnestad-Stevens, the defensive captain. Picked up a yellow card in the first half. Now Lipscomb with an opportunity. Nice dribbling from Kuba Apia, but a better stop there from the Golden Eagles. Looked like Kyle Beebe was involved there on the far side. Trying to get it into Luis Toledo. Now Runnestad-Stevens sends it back, and the whistle blows. See Martin Brink, the Marquette goalkeeper, throw his hands up in disagreement. Just 4 shots for Lipscomb compared to 10 for Marquette. 35 minutes to play. Whistle blows again before you saw Caleb Hilton with an opportunity there on the or near the near post. Went past the goal line anyway, and Martin Brink will reset for Marquette. Marquette moving up and going to try to keep it in bounds here. This is Bryce Richards. And he goes down hard to the turf. He is slow to get up. Play rolls on. This is Costabile. Richards, still trying to get up, holding his back. But Nico Pendleton trying to work it in, and it's knocked off the crossbar. Oh, Nico Pendleton nearly had his second goal of the season.
Wintrust is proud to be Wisconsin's bank and the official bank of Marquette Athletics. Member FDIC.
That was a rifled shot bouncing off the top of the crossbar. The 11th shot of the night for Marquette, and Pendleton, that's his 4th. Most of anyone on the field tonight. Now Marquette clears it. Bryce Richards now up. And he sends it over to Costabile. He was holding his lower back when he went down and was slow to get up. Now Mateo Stoka with it. Over to Ryan Amond. Working on Levi Jones. Tried to cross there, but good denial from Lipscomb. This is Matthew Iriarte. Giving it to Pendleton with another opportunity. His 5th shot of the night, but it soars well above the goal. Junior midfielder from Lawrence, Kansas, Nico Pendleton. Has had his chances. Had his first career goal in Marquette's last match against Chicago State. Had a career-high 3 points as well, with an assist. 3 Golden Eagles had their first career goals. Pendleton, Joey Buchanan, and Hudson Torres. Have not seen Torres in this one. Don't believe we've seen Buchanan either. 31 minutes to go. 1-0 Marquette on a Mitchell Dryden goal in the 20th minute. This is Amond up to Richards, the freshman. Now Iriarte, a sliding tackle attempt from Fierick, gets Dryden an opportunity, but that is knocked away. Costabile. And that goes past the goal line. And it'll be another corner kick. Number 4 on the night for Marquette. A short corner kick, getting it in. Iriarte rifles it in. This is Costabile. Pinballing around. Levi Jones knocked it away. This, Andreas Fotland over to Dryden. Crossing over to Costabile, who has no chance. It goes past the goal line.
Fans are now able to support their favorite Marquette men's soccer players. You can purchase your fan jersey online at the Marquette Spirit Shop. Available in
Missed opportunity for Marquette, who now has 14 shots in this one.
And shipped directly to you. To purchase your jersey today, visit spiritshop.marquette.edu.
I want to thank you guys for tuning in on YouTube. Matt Yazel here with you from Valley Fields, just off the campus of Marquette University. The sun has set here at a gorgeous September night, 67 degrees. And a nice crowd here on a Saturday night. If you missed it at the start of this one, we here at Marquette and at Valley Fields honored the lives of two Marquette student-athletes who lost their lives, Noah Snyder and Scott Michaud. A moment of silence for two men's lacrosse student-athletes who lost their lives in a car crash a week ago. So the first action for Marquette fall sports this weekend. All games were canceled a weekend ago. Marquette will not make up their matchup against Wisconsin, their annual battle against the Badgers. They'll have to wait until next season to take on the team from Madison. As Golden Eagles looking for an opportunity here. Pendleton over to Costabile. And that's another good clear from the Bisons. Marquette has had their chances here in the second half, but Lipscomb holding strong thus far. Marquette still controls. Runnestad Stevens with it. Up to Amond. And Levi Jones now looking to run. Iriarte all over him, but Levi Jones still with it, approaching the penalty arc. Oh, trying to fire it in. That was Caleb Davis. Or Luke Hanlon, excuse me. 28 and 29. Luke Hanlon. Now over to Luis Toledo. Sliding Richards couldn't make the stop. And that was Daniel Stampatori, not close on the shot attempt there. Wide right, back to Marquette. 27 minutes to go in this one. Yeah, certainly a tough weekend a week ago for the entire Marquette University community. And all the fall sports back in action, all honoring Noah Snyder and Scott Michaud. Again, women's volleyball team sweeping James Madison tonight at the Al McGuire Center. Now Bryce Richards. One-on-one, getting an opportunity, and Noah Kump stopped it originally and nearly entered the danger zone there. Nico Pendleton trying to follow that up as he couldn't quite secure it on the first attempt, but he reels it in for another save, make it 4 on the evening for Noah Kump. 15 shots to 6 in favor of Marquette tonight. And that was the best look for Bryce Richards, who's been involved heavily. Now for the Bisons, over to Stampatori. Crossing it to the other side, but a good clear by Kyle Beebe.
Lipscomb corner kick.
Lipscomb corner kick coming up.
Into the lineup for Marquette, number 16, Justin Milanov. Replacing number 14, Matthew Iriarte.
Justin Milovanov, captain for Marquette. Coming off the bench now, Matthew Iriarte goes off. 24:50 on the clock in this second half. Corner kick coming for the Bisons. Milovanov now pressuring Levi Jones. He floats it in, and off the head, it's going to go past the goal line. Marquette looking to stay undefeated on the young season, 2-0-2. A roster returning 20 players from a year ago in year 2 for head coach David Korn. 6, 7, and 4 a year ago. Ryan Amon, though, the lone Golden Eagle to have started in all 17 games a year ago. Luis Toledo for Lipscomb. Caleb Davis now to Caleb Hilton. And Marquette clears. And Lipscomb, again, if you're just joining us, a program that's seen a lot of success as of late. 5 NCAA tournament appearances in the last 8 seasons, including 3 straight prior to last year, but a down year a year ago. 3, 8, and 5, and a very young roster. As this one, a good shot for Antonio Costabile, but it is knocked off the hands, or off the gloves of Kump, and off the near post for Costabile. Another missed opportunity for Marquette in the second half. And the whistle blows. It'll go back to Marquette. 17 shots for Marquette on the night. And Lipscomb has seen some very talented players as of late. Tyrese Spencer and Malachi Jones in particular. Tyrese Spicer. Spicer was the number 1 overall pick in the 2024 MLS Super Draft. And Jones, not to be overshadowed, was the number 8 pick. Spicer by Toronto FC, Jones by New York City FC. They were the only program to have 2 players selected in the top 10. Certainly 2 impressive players coming through the Lipscomb program that are key losses. And the Bisons, and as that one, a big-time tackle there from Caleb Davis. He was pumped up. That was Nico Pendleton he was battling with. Bryce Richards will drop it in favor of Amond. .21 minutes to go. Got it into Dryden, now over to Bryce Richards. And he loses it. Levi Jones. Richards, a freshman, showing some frustration. Jones up to Kuba Apia, who keeps it from going past the touch line. Daniel Fierick rifles it into Jones. See if he can get a shot off. And he's going to send it to Stampatori, who boots it well above the goal. That was Jones' best chance of the night, but he couldn't quite catch up with a hot pass. Stampatori couldn't get a good look at it. Martin Brink, the goal kick for Marquette. Heading in is Ryan Amon, and wow, Hudson Torres, Tony Lombardi was all over Bryce Richards there. No call. This is Nico Pendleton trying to get it to Richards. Andreas Fotland with the assist on the only goal tonight sends it over to Runnestad Stevens. Up to midfield for Dryden, knocked down, and the whistle blows. Just under 19 minutes to play here at Valley Fields. Back to Runnestad Stevens to reset. Here's Fotland. Ryan Amond involved on both sides tonight, trying to work it up. Dryden trying to head it. Now Amond. And a good sliding tackle there. Up to Levi Jones, but Justin Milovanov knocks it out. That was Tony Lombardi, who has a yellow card in this one, but a great sliding tackle to stop that charge from Amond.
Into the lineup for Lipscomb.
We'll have some substitutions here.
Baxter Hurt and number 9, Mason Cooper, replacing number 26, Tony Lombardi, and number 27, William Bryan.
So Baxter Hurt and Mason Cooper come on in favor of Lombardi, who we just mentioned, and William Bryan also off. No substitutions for Marquette. Pendleton now over to Costabile. Costabile falls and not able to keep it in his possession. The grass is a tad slick, or at least the grandstands are a tad slick as well. It did rain pretty heavily last night. Otherwise, just perfect weather as of late in Milwaukee.
And number 28, Mads Conrad Horgan. They're replacing number 7, Antonio Costabile. And number 15, Mitchell Dryden.
Dryden and Costabile come off for Marquette. Mads Conrad Organ comes on. I missed the first Golden Eagle who comes on. We'll get that to you. Gabe Angwell, I believe. Coming on from Marquette, the senior midfielder from Tosa, Wauwatosa, a very nearby suburb of Milwaukee. Went to Marquette University High School. And here he is, Angwell now working it up to Ryan Amond. Looking for an angle to cross, and that one is popped in the air, popped back in the air. Now he's going to hold down Stampatori in the corner. 15 and a half minutes to go. Quite a few fouls in this one. 13 for Lipscomb, 11 for Marquette. Now this one's sent to midfield, and somehow Fotland keeps it in. Marquette trying to take advantage. Pendleton getting grabbed from behind. Gets it off to Angwell, and Amond will send it back to Fotland. Facing heavy pressure from Levi Jones, he'll send it to Brink to reset. Levi Jones is all over the place. The 5'5" midfielder. Just by the eye test, the fastest one on the pitch tonight. Heavily involved on both sides. Down to the turf hard goes Kuba Apia. Now Milovanov. Up to Mateo Stoka. Stoka works it to Angwell. A great one-touch pass there from Stoka up to Horgan, but that one out of bounds. That was an impressive pass from Mateo Stoka, but didn't quite have a teammate in the right spot to take advantage of it.
Into the lineup for Marquette.
And Mateo Stoka, the points leader, coming into this one. He has 2 goals and 2 assists on the season. Ryan Amon's going to step off for Marquette ahead of this corner kick. The 4th, or the 5th rather, for Marquette tonight. This one goes to the far side. Justin Milovanov's going to chase it down and keep it in. Now dribbling, but that was good defense by Toledo. Just under 14 minutes to go. Milovanov working again. Crossing to Angwell, but another good stop from Noah Kump. And he slips on the turf, and the hands go up for Marquette. Noah Kump to the turf as he was kicking it away. That's Mads Conrad Horgan talking to head official Alex Hofstetter. Minutes to play at Valley Fields. Do the Bisons have a shot in them? Mason Cooper trying to keep it in bounds, and he can't.
Lipscomb corner kick.
Corner kick coming up for Lipscomb. Now to the far side. One-on-one on Milovanov. Past the goal line it goes, back to Marquette.
Fans, join Iggy by becoming a member of the Marquette Kids Club, presented by Bouban Orthodontics. For just $25, Kids Club members receive a Marquette
19-8 now in favor of Marquette in terms of the attempted shots. 6 saves for Noah Kump, a busy first start of the season.
Home contests are free with a Marquette Kids Club membership. To learn more, stop by the marketing table or visit MarquetteKidsClub.com to register today.
Now Kuba Apia getting held down by Stoka. And it's going to stay with the Bisons. Stoka back to Fotland. Both sides booting it around and past the touchline. Stampatori controls it. 10.5 to go. Heavy pressure from Marquette. Stampatori sends it back to try to reset. Horgan charging in, making it tough on him. And that pressure paying dividends for Marquette. Now they have a shot here. Over to Angwell, but he ends up on the turf. That was created by the intense pressure
Time for another
for Marquette, and they create a corner kick. Mads Conrad Horgan, the sophomore forward from Norway, a big part of that. And it'll be Stoka once again from the corner. Crosses it. Justin Milovanov, but it is blown dead. Back to Lipscomb it goes. Nine minutes to play. Kuba Apia. This is Caleb Davis. And the Lipscomb sideline very upset at the lack of a call there as Davis ended up on the turf. The possession goes back to Marquette. And now the yellow card goes in the air. So we'll get the official call there. Juan Schneider from Marquette, Jack Juan Schneider, gets the yellow card. For dissent. Marquette still gets the goal kick. 8.5 to play here, and now Gabe Angwell with it. Up to Fotland. Oh, nice dribbling there from Nico Pendleton.
Number 18, Jack Juan Schneider. In the 82nd minute. Yellow card Marquette, Juan Schneider, 82nd minute.
Three yellow cards on Marquette tonight. Now up to Angwell once again. Over to Stoka. And that was the best look of all for Nico Pendleton, who throws his jersey over his face. You could see the frustration from Pendleton. That was his 6th shot of the night. 4th on goal. But he has just not been able to find the back of the net. Just over 7 minutes to go. Marquette hanging on. Their 1-0 lead. Mitchell Dryden with the lone goal in the 20th minute. We have 20 shots on the night. Plenty of chances. And here's Pendleton again. Over to Angwell. This is Richards here with some fancy footwork, but Marquette resets at midfield. Stoka cuts off the pass. Now Pendleton, this time it is deflected. Levi Jones with the sliding tackle out of bounds. We have some substitutions coming for Marquette.
Into the lineup
for both sides, actually.
Number 6, William Kennedy, replacing number 13, Luis Toledo.
Will Kennedy in for Luis Toledo for Lipscomb.
Into the lineup for Marquette. Number 11, Lucas Nestes, and number 16, Grant Locker.
Lucas Nestes, Grant Locker in for Pendleton, and Bryce Richards for Marquette for the final 6:15 of this one. Fotland throws it in. This is Locker, nearly getting dragged to the turf. Milovanov crosses it to Beebe. Defender takes the shot, and it is wide left. Good look for Kyle Beebe, who has been a force on the defensive end tonight. Got a good look, but fired left. 22nd shot of the night for Marquette to just 8 for Lipscomb. Milovanov boots it ahead. Lipscomb needing to make something happen in a hurry. Levi Jones now pressuring Juan Schneider, who is able to get it up to midfield. Nice play as well by Grant Locker on the far side there, keeping this one in bounds. 5 minutes to play. The pressure builds on the Bisons. Marquette's had some end-of-game heroics this season. Can Lipscomb do something special on the road? Lipscomb trying to work it up. Golden Eagles giving them no good opportunities right now. That was Mason Cooper. Raphael Constant, the freshman, involved as well. He has it now on the far side. Stoka in front of him. 3:40 on the clock. Baxter hurt into Jones. It was Will Kennedy being knocked to the turf. It was a good one-touch pass from Jones to Kennedy, but he can't find an opening. Stoka now with it for Marquette. Milovanov at midfield. Chased by Jones. A sliding tackle brings him down, and we're going to get a whistle. And Levi Jones upset, and he gets a yellow card. Clock's going to keep running as Jones is clearly upset. He gets the yellow card here. Second on the night on Lipscomb. He's still arguing. He chased down the much bigger Justin Milovanov from behind, a 5'5" redshirt junior.
To Lipscomb, number 14, Levi Jones, in the 87th minute. Yellow card issued to Lipscomb.
Persistent infringement on Jones. 2.5 to play. Mateo Stoka. This is Horgan. Levi Jones trying to work it ahead. But Andreas Fotland brings it back for Marquette. Two minutes to go. Marquette trying to hang on. Milovanov under heavy pressure, works through it to the penalty arc. He fires it in and scooped up by Kump. That was a good job by Milovanov to dribble through heavy traffic and get an opportunity. Under a minute and a half. Bisons with one last shot. Over to Levi Jones, double teamed. Working on Angwell. And Angwell comes away with it. Now being chased by Jones. 1 minute to go. Fotland crosses it to the other side. And that may have been the last chance for Lipscomb this evening. And down to the turf on the far side. I believe that's Stoka. 35 seconds and ticking. Now just 10 seconds.
8, 7, 6, 5,
Marquette
4,
gets it in.
3, 2, 1.
It's out of bounds, and that'll do it. With one goal in the 20th minute from Mitchell Dryden, the Marquette Golden Eagles improve to 3-0-2 on the young season. They are unbeaten through their first 5 games that all took place here at Valley Fields. And now next weekend, the fun begins. The Big East slate as they head to Creighton to begin the Big East schedule. Lipscomb falls to 1-3-2 on their non-conference slate. Again, Mitchell Dryden assisted by Andreas Fotland, the lone goal this evening. Marquette leads 23-8 in the shot advantage. And they take care of this one tonight, improving to 3-0-2. That'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Thanks again for tuning in here on the Marquette YouTube page. My name is Matt Yazel. Pleasure to bring this one to you this evening. Thanks for tuning in, and have a great night, everybody.